women make pimps.
Yes.
So it's like as a square dude, you go. Somebody goes, yo, I would sell my pussy and give you the money. And
yeah, and you're like, how is that happening?
How could that ever work, right?
Yeah.
And then you go, and then they say it again, and then you go, a word, you could, all right,
let's see, yeah,
let's see, and then you go, it happens, and the money comes back, and then you go, oh shit, like this is really a thing, like this could happen, and then because it happens, but as a dude, you never think in terms of that's even a possibility. A woman who is willing to do it shows you that
you can do it for her. Yeah,
and then you learn,
this guy.
Who chicks is who
would do it. Yeah, what
who
types,
would do it and who wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's because you're not. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, and I don't want to belittle the white slavery and forcing and drugs and stuff. I'm saying, on a level, there's women that have a propensity to do that.
Yes,
and
there's
dudes that like you said, your cousin is a dude who
he just always knew how to
navigate
and get them to do things. Like always, he's always been able to do that.
Because you don't, as a square dude, you think people don't get attached to you by what you do for them.
Right.
They get attached to you because of what they do for you. So square dudes don't understand that at all. It's like, because whether you realize it or not, you give that woman purpose in the context of your life.
Yeah.
So if you're a guy and you do everything for you when you do, then she doesn't appreciate what you do, and eventually she gets bored of you, and she dips out, and then she'll take your money and give it to somebody else.
Yeah. So start selling her pussy.
Yeah, well, it is that it's so like if you're giving some, and I learned this in my first marriage. It's like I was a really good dude, and I started doing comedy early, and I was married when I was first in comedy, and I didn't realize that I was so independent that I didn't give my wife meaning in the context of my life. So when I started doing comedy,
there's
I
nothing
was like,
you can share.
Is this funny? Is this right? But then when I got fun, and she wasn't really equipped to
tell
have an
you
opinion, because I don't really give a fuck. Like if I want a sink fixed, I ask a plumber. I don't
not you.
You know what I'm saying? So I stopped asking, and then she wasn't a part of it, and then my life was so separate from hers because I was doing my thing, and she didn't really have any vested interest in my life.
And can I ask you, how do you personally combat that, like as a comedian and as an artist in general? Because that's always been my hardest thing, is making the women in my life share meaning with me.
Well, first thing I think as a comic, you got to understand, you're not married to your wife, you're married to comedy.
Yeah.
And dudes will do comedy and they'll act like comedy. They treat comedy like it's their side bitch.
Yes, no, that's
so
true.
They act like they're cheating on their girl. So it's like now you go to a comic party, going to the comedy club is hanging out in the social aspect. So if you don't do that, now she doesn't see that as comedy. She sees that as
hanging out. Yes,
but
it's always
all part of
always see that.
So, but the thing is,
annoying shit in the world, yo.
You have to understand, like I always say, relationships are the easiest thing in the world. You just got to know what your non-negotiables are, and then never negotiate them.
Right.
But you got to be honest about what your non-negotiables are.
Got you. Okay.
So if this is comedy that you're gonna do this, and she goes, "Hey, so why you gotta be? Look, let's end this."
Yeah.
We should end this.
We could not. That's just.
We should end this.
like your son getting out of the Jeep.
Yeah, it's just like that's what it is.
She'll be
exactly
all right.
What
She'll
it
be
is.
all right.
Same thing. So
That's funny.
It's funny. I remember I was dating this girl, and she used to come over and hang out at my house, and she would like. I call this the pussy soap story, right? So she had this, the summer's eve, and the pussy soap.
Right.
She she power washed the pussy or whatever. And then she took the soap and she put it in the middle of my linen closet.
Yeah.
Right? And she specifically put it in the middle so that other
women would see.
But I don't really like so. So it was in the middle of it, and I didn't move it because I didn't have. But when I had to move it, I moved it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So she comes over and she goes, "What bitch was in the house?" Blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, first of all, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Don't even.
Like
yeah.
we're not. This you not gonna dictate. I go. In fact, don't take the pussy soap. Don't, if you can't come over here with the pussy clean, don't. I don't even want. Now you don't even
Like,
get.
why do you gotta clean it?
Now you don't even get. You
shower
gotta go to the
privileges.
gas station. Go there because now you lose your privileges because you wanna because now you wanna institute some control in my house in my linen closet. But what you don't understand that's the first. Mistake of the rest of your life. That's because once you been with, I didn't move it, she didn't. Nobody was. First of all, you go. First of all, get your coat. You gotta go.
That's
So
a fact.
You can't make that excuse. So with comedy, you can't. You have to be clear, and to be honest, she'll love you more.
Yeah.
Because you have something that you love and something that you're passionate about.
That is definitely a thing I have noticed is like, that is my one non-negotiable thing. You know what I mean? Like, unless I'm like, hey, we're going on a date this day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And even then, if something hot comes up, you gotta.
If it's big, it's
if
big.
If it's an audition or if it's something, and we not doing that.
Yeah, and it's like I used to date girls that hated that, but then somewhere along the line, I just started finding more women that like that. You know what I mean? And ever since then, it's been nice. Like it's been easier.
Yeah,
that's been a big deal.
But even the ones that,
or she just has to get over it.
Even if the ones that say they don't like it because you're being dishonest. What I mean by that is that you're saying this is the most important thing to you, and then you're letting her bend your will. Which means your community, it ain't really that important.
Yeah, so
now
it's a
you're
lie.
full of shit.
Yeah.
So if you full of shit about that, it's like lies tell everything. If you full of shit about that, you full of shit about everything.
Yeah,
so if you're full of shit about everything, then I can't trust you.
Yeah.
And if I can't trust you, if you say you love me, I don't even believe that.
Yeah.
If I feel safe with you, I don't even know if I feel safe because in a situation where I'm pressed, where you need to have my back, I don't even know if that, because it's all a lie.
Yeah.
Like it becomes all a lie.
Yeah.